Hey, we're playing a new game.
Yeah, it's Battleship Brigade. I've been excited for this game for so freaking long. Literally months. Because, Nintendo does this thing called Indies, where they, showcase, all the indie games that are coming to the Switch.
That's cool.
And this was one of them, a few months back. And it just showed, a short trailer for it, and I was like, This game looks awesome. So you like cooking shows, right?
I love cooking shows.
I think I remember you said that Gordon Ramsay is your spirit animal.
Gordon Ramsay is one of my spirit animals, yes.
Okay, so...
I also love Guy Fieri, fucking cooking show competitions, are hit or miss, but the ones with Gordon Ramsay are, somewhat good.
So you like cooking shows.
I like cooking. Yeah.
And I know you like fantasy stuff because you like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, of course.
I've played D&D with you. It was Star Wars D&D, but D&D is...
Nonetheless, D&D was there.
So essentially what this is if Iron Chef took place in the D&D world. Nice.
Okay.
It's literally what this game is. I've played a little bit of it already, just to get myself acquainted.
Yeah. Well, I'm going in absolutely blind. I'm
playing normal because this game is difficult.
Okay. When they only give you 2 difficulties, you know you gotta go in normal. So with this, that wasn't Freddy just explaining for everyone watching. That was actually him explaining to me. I have absolutely no idea what this is.
Yeah, it's literally if Iron Chef took place during a D&D world. They're orcs and necromancers and stuff like that. Okay.
Is it a funny game? Because I feel like the premise is slightly funny.
It's not funny. There are parts where you're going to be like, haha, that was funny. But it is a silly game, and it's quirky. Yeah. And it does it's like a fun game in a way where in a lot of places other games would take itself really seriously. Yeah. This game is just sort of hey, let's have fun with this, Hence the whole premise of it. Yeah. And it's also made by Adult Swim Games, so
Yeah, Adult Swim is where it's at.
So, I don't know, we don't really need to...
Nah, none of this is important, ever. There hasn't been a single time... There's been one time, the whole time that we've been doing this, where we actually, watch a cutscene.
I mean, it's pretty much just saying, it's pretty much just establishing the world and saying, every... However, insert time span here, there's a tournament called... that inducts you into the Battle Chef Brigade. Okay. And the Battle Chef Brigade is essentially just you becoming a top-notch chef.
Yeah. Real quick, this is not multiplayer, correct?
No.
Okay. I've noticed that a lot of this Switch games or any Nintendo game usually has a 2-player function.
Yeah, most of them do, but this one's not multiplayer.
That's fair.
And it's a mixture of a platformer beat 'em up game and a puzzle game.
Yeah, I'm seeing the puzzle. It's probably match 3.
Yeah,
kind of puzzles.
And the whole cooking thing is the puzzle aspect.
Okay.
And the platformer beating 'em up game, it's essentially you go out, get your ingredients by beating up monsters, and then you come back and cook them.
Okay. That's fun.
That's if you want to boil it down to the the simplest terms. That is the game. You go out, beat up monsters, and you cook them.
Tell you what, this is refreshing to see.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is it nice to not have to play because I'm burnt out from BioShock. I really am. We only did two episodes today in this session, and I don't want to keep going.
That's fine. I got this game yesterday. Mm-hmm. We were actually in Tampa. Yeah. Because it was Simone's little brother's birthday.
Nice.
So we were in Tampa, and then, like I said, I've been waiting for this game for so long. Yeah. So I was I woke up at 2 for whatever reason, 2 in the afternoon. I have no idea why. Wow. And then she was like, "Hey, we have do you work today?" And I was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, we need to go to Tampa. It's my little brother's birthday." I was like, "Okay." So I started driving, and then hours later or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, it's the 20th. The Battle Chef Brigade comes out today, so
that's awesome.
I just do you want me to do both? Okay. I just downloaded it there, on the spot, and I've been pretty much playing it ever since.
Yeah.
And I love this game.
Yeah. Looks fun.
This is like the most fun I've had with like a new game in such a long time.
Yeah. What about Horizon though? You enjoyed that a lot, right?
Yes, I enjoy it, but like in a different sense. Horizon's just like a very, very good game. That's just like you going into it. I knew the game was gonna be amazing.
Of course.
But going into this, I was just like, man, I really hope I wasn't hyped for no reason.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of expectations for this game, and it surpassed those expectations.
Yeah.
For Horizon, it was like, you know, I expected this.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be good, so that way when you play it, it was good. No disappointment there.
I'm not saying like I was like Horizon's like bad or anything. I had very high expectations for Horizon, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet those very high expectations. I had very high expectations for this, and it surpassed that.
I feel the opposite for, well, how you feel about this game is how I was for Horizon, because I knew it was good. I know at one point you told me it was, like, people online were saying that was easily going to be one of the, oh god, the Naruto run. Or generic anime run. But, yeah, everyone told me it was good and that it was going to be like a front runner for Game of the Year. I didn't really take that serious. I knew it, you know, would be fun, but I didn't realize how fun it would actually be. It's immersing. I only want to be playing that game. One day I spent, actually 12 hours playing it. And I don't have any regrets. It was a good time. Are those two different fires? Or are they... Because I get that one is burning a little hotter.
What do you mean?
On the left side.
So there's like different...
intensities.
So essentially, instead of... You know how like in normal games like Candy Crush or whatever,
yeah.
you're trying to match it and then they disappear. In this game, when you match them, they level up to the next level.
Oh.
So you see the fire at the bottom corner, that's a level 2 fire.
Okay.
But there's water right next to it, that's a level 3 water. And I can only match them with other...
level 3s?
Yeah, other level 2s or level 1s. Level 3 is as high as it gets.
Okay.
So see, I only have 2 level 1 fires and 1 level 2 fire, so I can't do anything with fire. And then same with water, I can't do anything. And then earth, I can't do anything. So essentially I have to go back...
and get more
ingredients, level up, get more stuff.
Cool. I love indie games. I really do. So when you were telling me about this, like I knew it was going to be enjoyable. I don't know if I've actually ever played like a really bad indie game. Like somehow it's either mechanically
this is
really satisfying or... Alright, so you have 2 level 2s. Do you need to match that with another level 2 water?
Yes.
Okay. Which you're able to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
okay. Cool.
And you move it like...
Yeah.
You move it by like rotating the square.
Interesting.
So...
Is there only 3 elements?
Yeah, there's only 3 elements, but it
The
gets...
whole game?
Yeah, but it gets very complicated.
Okay.
Like...
I believe it.
You wouldn't think it
Yeah.
just by like seeing just this, but it gets very complicated. Like they add a lot of stuff. Oh wait, I've already completed this mission, Above and Beyond.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. You see that star, it says 68.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to make a
50?
a 50.
Cool.
So.
Then you serve it. Nice.
And I haven't really been paying attention to the ingredients that I get.
Yeah.
I've just been sort of like picking up stuff and like...
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you can just run out and just grab a shit ton of something and...
Not really.
No?
You have to actually like...
think about what's going into it.
Like, you'll see.
Yeah.
Later on, like, you have to... Because it's like, it's a cooking show, essentially.
Right.
So, you imagine in a cooking show, if someone just went into, like, the fridge or, like, the pantry and just grabbed a whole bunch of random stuff and put it in a pot. It'd be terrible.
Yeah.
It's like that, essentially.
Okay.
So you have to, like, prepare on the spot, like, what you're going to be making.
Okay.
But in this one, I was just grabbing random stuff. And, like, usually in the actual competition, my plates will be, like, around, like, star level. I don't know what it's called, but, like, power. Let's call it power. Like, power, like, 120, 100, like, 30-ish.
Yeah. And does what you put in correlate to the actual star amount, the power amount? Like you were saying, you have to pay attention to what you put in.
Yes, because, like I said, you'll see, but it's like certain chefs prefer. I mean, certain judges prefer a different type of flavor, and like the elements are like the flavors.
Okay.
Essentially, so they prefer different types of flavors. So you have to like level up a certain type of flavor a certain amount of times for them to be like, okay, this is like I like this. And then they also have you, they're like, oh, you have to put this ingredient in here for the challenge. Like you have to use this ingredient. And then if they're separate, like if there are separate judges, say there can be up to 3 judges. You have to, if there are up to 3 judges, you have to make a separate meal for each one.
Okay.
But you're on a time limit.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot. If you don't like think about what you're gonna be doing beforehand, you're just gonna like not. You're gonna run out of time because you're gonna be spending too much time fixing a meal or like too much time like working on a certain meal. It's very like I didn't think it'd be this complicated when I bought the game.
It sounds complicated,
but I'm glad it is.
Okay. Did you ever play Overcooked with us?
Yeah.
I love that game. I wish it was more attainable to play with friends, because like I don't know, it's a lot easier with more than 2 friends. It's unplayable with just yourself.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's just ridiculous, like difficult.
This guy literally doesn't matter.
Cool.
Because like this whole thing that's happening is
before she goes to the competition.
Like she's like, oh, I live in a small town. My parents own a restaurant, but I'm better than this small town or whatever. You know, like just a typical thing. And then this is her friend, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna run away to do the Battle Chef Brigade tournament. So she runs away, and then you never, as far as I know, you never see these people again. She mentions them.
I'm sure maybe if you beat the game,
or like
she'll have a little homecoming.
Or like later in the story.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I only got it yesterday.
Yeah.
But later in the story, like maybe they'll show up or something like that. But as far as I am, they don't show up again.
It's called Battle Chef Brigade, right?
Yep.
Interesting. It doesn't have a how long to beat.
I've heard just from like reviews that it takes around like 15 to 20 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems really long.
I was surprised too. Honestly, I don't think it lasts that long because I think there's like 5 chapters and I'm already in chapter 2.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out.
I already killed it. It's teaching me how to use the magic that I already know how to do.
Yeah. Cool.
Talk. It's weird because she's my sister and like everyone else in my family doesn't look like me.
No.
Like, you wouldn't think that they're sisters.
No, I actually thought that was your mom because she was larger in stature.
No, that's my sister. Mom does look. My mom does look like her though.
Mm.
Like my sister, not me.
Maybe you were adopted. It's just refreshing to see like a nice indie game because I've only been playing, like...
AAA titles.
Yeah, I mean, Horizon is great. I plan on, like, 100%ing it. Like, all the collectibles, all the trophies. I think I can do it. I don't think it'll be that difficult.
Also, there are power-ups in this game.
Nice.
As you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, with Horizon, to platinum it, like, sure, there's a bunch of trophies, and a lot of them are hidden, so... Which I'm really frustrated with hidden trophies in general.
I mean, you can always just look up what they are.
I can. It's just aggravating that I have to do so.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
But the completion rate for platinum it is like 8.5%, which is very high.
That's very high, yeah.
Especially for a AAA game. Like, most games that are akin to Horizon, especially like the open world aspect of it, have like less than 1% of platinum rates.
Yeah.
Even some like, you know, not so difficult games won't go above like 2%. So 8% is very large.
He's another playable character. I'm pretty sure he's the only other playable character.
I figured there was just gonna be one playable character in this.
I think, like, from what I've heard, like, later in the story, like, it switches to him or something like that.
Interesting.
And actually, if, like, on the main menu, if you, instead of, like, hitting play or whatever, they're, like, daily challenges and stuff like that, and you can play as him in them.
Cool.
I played as him, and, like, his playstyle is really weird, because she's obviously, like, really, like, fast and, like, you know, and, like, swift and stuff. And he's like a huge orc, so like his playstyle is like really slow but strong. And it's like both of the playstyles like feel great.
Yeah.
But it's just like transitioning from like the really fast and like, you know, just smooth playstyle to like his like really slow and strong is like kind of jarring.
Yeah.
Because like sort of like all her moves sort of like combo into one, but his don't really. Because like they don't really need to because they're so strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you. So he's an orc, like officially?
Yes, he's an orc.
Honestly, I thought orcs were made for World of Warcraft. But I'm remembering now that there were some in Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Did Lord of the Rings invent orcs?
No, I don't think so.
Like, how long have they just been out?
Probably, like, ever since fantasy's been a thing. They, like, orcs
But
are,
when
like...
was... But Lord of the Rings, like, I'm not going to say they did it first, but did they do it first? I'm incredibly...
I know Lord of the Rings is really old. Like,
yeah, old as fuck. I thought it was, like, made in the 40s or something.
Older than you'd think. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure... I don't know the history of the freaking, like, the fantasy genre, but I'm pretty sure it existed before Lord of the Rings.
We're about to find out. I'll tell you that much.
Or at least orcs did.
Wait, there's a Lord of the Rings TV show coming out?
Oh, apparently.
Why? Oh, it's Amazon. It's an Amazon show? I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, there's that one Amazon show about transgender people that always wins the awards.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. You know,
because I usually know a lot about rewards. Or awards.
It's like... Do you know, oh crap, I forgot the actor for it. Like, I know almost nothing about it. The only time I ever see it, or like during the award shows, because it wins for like, at least for like the past like 2 or 3 years, it
really?
has won at least like one award.
An Amazon show?
Yeah.
I'll look into that, but first, Lord of the Rings was published in 1954.
Okay.
Wasn't The Hobbit first?
No, The Hobbit was after.
Okay, but it was
chronologically it comes first.
Okay, yeah. So Lord of the Rings was 54. Because I swear to God, orcs were just... You have to create something like that.
I don't know, like...
Clearly, they didn't exist.
Google, like...
Just orcs.
Not just orcs.
Just orcs? That's what I typed in. Yeah, it was created in Lord of the Rings.
Was it really?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Oh,
It just invented them. That's pretty hype. I want to invent my own...
That's pretty cool then.
Species. Like they're everywhere. Yeah, they're in every fantasy game.
They're like a staple in like the fantasy genre.
Yeah. That's so interesting to me because it's almost like, couldn't you consider that a form of copyright? Like that's a creature that he invented, and then the next thing over that decided to use an orc, because obviously there had to be a second place that used an orc.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's technically copyright. You stole something from another author. I'm sure without his consent. Like, hey, that species, may I?
Well, I mean,
no.
He's dead, so
he's dead now.
Every person who does it now, of course, it's with his consent. I mean, without his consent.
Well, even at that, there's got to be people his daughters or the lawyers that are just like, no, we're holding that copyright even though he's dead. Like, there was some big thing in like modern music a couple years ago that like, I don't know. I think Pharrell Williams was one of them. He and a bunch of other dudes made a song that was very similar to like an old like, I don't know, like funk or R&B song from like the 80s.
Robin Thicke's song.
Was it Robin Thicke?
Yeah, and he stole it from, I think it was like Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, and Marvin Gaye's dead, so his like wife and daughter were like, hey, we still hold the rights to that song and you're not allowed. Or some huge lawsuit. But I think Pharrell produced it. I think that's what he does. Something like that.
Pharrell produces a lot of songs.
Pharrell's in it. And I only recognize like one of his songs, one of his actual songs
Happy?
that he, yeah, of course it's Happy.
that
Fucking plague of whatever year it came out, probably like 2015. You were standing still. So.
It's just a lot of story stuff.
Yeah.
All she did was sign up and then rent a hotel for her duration, and she overslept orientation.
Nice.
So I think we're gonna go do like our first like practice like thing where she's gonna be our judge, so she's gonna be like, oh, make this or whatever, and I'm gonna go challenge Orc Guy because he's the only person I can challenge.
I was curious if you could just challenge any random dude.
And the actual thing, once we actually get in the tournament, there are like some people that you can challenge, or it's not just like you can only challenge this one guy. There are like a few people that you can challenge.
Assuming that you're about to get into a cooking battle, we should end after there.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Orcs were invented. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, they had to have been invented.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is like they just.
It is cool that
appear.
Tolkien invented them. Though.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's really rad.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. So who is this woman? Because I thought she just bumped into her. She's a rando.
She's another contestant.
Okay.
These two people are other contestants.
Did they already do the orientation?
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
It's not like, it's not something I have to go through. It's just like, an orientation that you were supposed to have gone to, but she missed it. So it's like, oh no, you didn't get like the details or whatever. But that's essentially why they're doing this, to just catch her up.
Right.
And these people are chill, so I guess they wanted to help her.
Cool kids.
Yeah.
As for the cooking itself, there are 3 things to avoid if you don't want to lose points during judging.
Yeah, you can, because like you saw, the dish has its base stats, and if you do stuff wrong, like if you don't turn it in time, or if you don't like use the right ingredients, you lose points. But if you do stuff right, then you gain points.
Cool.
First, always incorporate the match's theme ingredient in your dishes. Second, make sure to place your dishes in front of the judges within the time limit. Third,
I want to play some Overcooked at a point.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, it is such a fun game.
Don't leave anything past to judges and ingredients like poison. Oh, neat.
Alright, I think I got it. Let's do this. Very well. Provide me with a dish predominantly flavored with earth.
So what that means is essentially you have to get
The earth elements.
Well, not just that.
Right.
To get the bonus points, what I have to do is I have to get at least 3 little, circles that are level 3 Earth.
Okay.
I can't just have like most of them being like green.
Yeah.
I have to get at least 3 that are level 3 Earth.
Okay.
And your theme ingredient for this round is Karana.
So I have to put at least one of those things in my
Okay.
food, which isn't too hard.
No.
The hard thing is mainly just getting the predominant flavor, because it kind of takes a while to get to level 3, and then you have to do it 3 times.
Yeah.
And then I'm on a time limit of 5 minutes.
Is it a race against the Orc Man?
No, it's not a race. It's
Okay.
just
Just who can do it and
whenever
do it
you
better.
finish it. So much water. It doesn't even have a lot of water in my...
Yeah. Pretty much like soup.
Oh, there's some...
Is the ingredients in them different for each creature? Because I assume that one creature would always give you, let's say, 2 earth and 1 water. I guess they are different. Interesting.
It depends on the creature and like what part of the body that they drop. So let me drop this and pick this up. And now I have to go back and cook it.
Cool. No fall damage, right?
No. Thankfully.
Fall damage is the worst.
And then let me cook this. And then I guess I'll...
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Drop those in there. I'm gonna do this. How do I do this? No, I got it. It's fine. It's fine. I got it.
You got it.
I want to do it this way.
Cool.
So I need more earth stuff. I don't want you. What do you drop?
Probably earthy.
There was water and fire. I don't want any of this. Sometimes the birds steal stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Real nice of them.
Ooh, nice. Fire probably.
Fire
No,
knife.
I don't need fire.
So are you choosing to completely avoid fire because it'll be easier?
Yeah.
Nice.
Gosh.
Yeah, 2 earths in it though.
Yeah, I guess.
And you're running out of time.
I'm fine. What do you... You're nice. Right. And then... Let me drop this guy here. And then this guy. Come on, I messed it up.
It's so puzzly, but like it doesn't seem... I don't know. It doesn't seem easy enough to like easily understand it. But...
Oh, it's not. And it gets so complicated.
Right. And like, I don't know, most puzzle games, like, let's say just like Candy Crush, like where it's obviously just as simple, like match 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like after a while, you'll easily understand like a good move versus a bad move, and like you can think like 2 moves ahead of what you normally do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like this is very easy to learn. So I don't know.
I'm running out of time. I'm probably not going to get the bonus for
No.
getting the earth. But as long as I get more points than him
Okay.
when we turn our addition, then it'll be fine.
Interesting. Well, you can get 2, but yeah. That should be a bonus. If you can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it. There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice job.
So, I'm definitely gonna win because this is like the first one.
Yeah.
And when I first did this, I didn't get the earth bonus.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he doesn't get the earth bonus, and I don't think he uses the main ingredient either, so he loses points too. Yeah, he didn't use the main ingredient, so he lost points.
That's so many elements, though.
That's why his thing was so high. It was originally at like 200 something.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't use the main ingredient in it. But he did get the earth bonus. But it was canceled out because he didn't use the main ingredient.
Mm. Okay.
I think he actually won.
No, you won.
Oh, I thought his was at like 160 something.
I thought it was like 140.
Wow. It said that I won, so...
Yeah.
So I guess you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
140.
okay, cool. Alright, with that, time to
Yeah, I win.
time to cut her loose. Well, we'll play more of this. Do another couple of these and see if people like them. So, I don't know, put it in the comment if you actually liked it or not. And, yeah, because we don't have any way of getting feedback besides the comment section. Surprise.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
So yeah, let us know if this is fun.
And this is the time to do it since we just started.
Yeah. So this way we'll choose not to make 50 more of these
And
without your consent.
And if you guys don't like it, I don't care because I'm still playing it at home. So feel free to say no if you don't like it.
So yeah, give us some feedback.
All right,
Bye.
bye.